The Boston Celtics are 7-5 in December, and that is not good. But I think right now they are just tricking the NBA. This team looks to me like a team that is just coasting towards the NBA playoffs, right? They started out 16-3. They came out. They made their statement on opening night. Everybody's talking about how the Knicks are going to be so good. They stomp a mud hole in them. So then, now we can coast. You look at the Warriors from a few years ago. Once they got KD to go with Steph, Clay, and Draymond, they weren't going for 73 wins every single year because, you need rest. It's an 82-game season, and then the playoffs start where at minimum you're playing 16 more games. Everybody's going to be rested, and that's what we're seeing with this Celtics team. Guys like Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, Tatum, Brown, they're all in and out of the lineup every night just because you don't want to stress your stars out too much for the regular season when you know you're the best team in the league. One man that didn't take last night off, though, was Jaylen Brown, and as we referenced earlier, he just went off. Now, on the season, he's averaging about 23.4 points per game coming into the game last night, 5.8 rebounds, 4.7 assists, and 1.2 steals, and he's now up over 24 points a game after the 44-point outburst. 44% shooting from the field, 32% from 3 on 7 attempts, but like I said last night, went for 44, 5, 3, and 4 in 37 minutes. Crazy big night. Like we said, the Celtics, they just like to coast sometimes, and then other times they like to just go out and get mad about things. And when he's hitting this shot right here, he's unstoppable, especially 5 minutes into the game. If you see him getting that deep into his bag already, it's going to be a long night. Here he's going to hit the step back. Once again, if he's hitting that, he's nearly unstoppable because he is so quick downhill. Quick snatch back right there, easy mid-range, and then now he's going to come off the screen, fall away 3 into the bench. That's ridiculously tough. He also makes the easy reads right here in the pick and pop, finding Jordan Walsh for the 3-ball, who apparently can shoot the basketball now, and then picking that off and going the other way and dunking on Tyrese Maxey. This man is so explosive getting downhill. That's his bread and butter, is being explosive going downhill. Here he dunks on Miles Turner, and then quick little in-game windmill, a half windmill. It's kind of a weak windmill. Who am I to talk, though? I'm a 5'10 white guy. But he gets downhill so well, getting to the rim right there with the right hand. Now he's going to hit him with the quick in and out. Then between the legs, that is tough, getting to the right hand. This is beautiful offense right here. Tatum finds Horford, who finds Brown off the catch and shoot. That's Missoula ball at its finest. And as we've referenced in other videos, Jaylen Brown is not that bad off the catch and shoot. Here's a really good action by the Celtics. So Pritchard's going to sprint corner. We're going to have Cornette come up and set a ball screen for Derek White. And then Jaylen Brown's going to come up and set another screen here, this time for Cornette to roll to the rim. And this is what we call the Spanish pick and roll. In this situation, Derek White is playing the point guard spot. So we get the first screen here, and then as you see, Jaylen Brown is back screening for Cornette for the lob, which means that Jaylen Brown's guy now has to help off on this roll, or TJ McConnell has to tag the roll, but if TJ McConnell tags the roll, then you got Peyton Pritchard sitting wide open in the corner. It's a lose-lose for the Pacers, and it's a really tough set to guard. As you can see, they don't talk it out. 2 guys go with Cornette, and now Jaylen Brown's going to pop high, and there's just going to be nobody left. It's going to be an easy assist for Derek White, and for the guy that's already got 40 at this point, that might be one of the easiest shots he had all night. I also really like what the Celtics do here, right? So traditionally, their 5-out offense is, you run 5 guys to the 3-point line here in transition. So traditionally, Jaylen Brown would be going to the corner. This time, he's going to stop and set the screen there on Johnny Furphy. So now Aaron Nesmith has to step high. Or not Aaron Nesmith, excuse me. Bennedict Mathurin has to step high. You've still got Tatum walking down here, so Trace Walker can't go too far over because it's still Tatum. Yes, Jaylen Brown had 44. We're about to talk about this. Tatum's still the best player on the team, right? So they're going to get into an empty side pick and roll because look at all this space over here. Miles Turner can't leave Al Horford. That's a 40% three-point shooter. Same thing with Tyrese here. Can't leave Peyton Pritchard. That's a 40% three-point shooter. So as this is taking place, it's just going to be a little pick and roll. Ben Mathurin steps up. They trap the roll, or they trap the screen, and that leaves Jaylen Brown wide open. At the same time, Al Horford is going to come set a flare screen for Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum just doesn't know it. So that takes Miles Turner out of the situation. The only help guy is now Tyrese, and he is too far out of the way, as you can see, to not get dunked on. He just makes a nice little business decision there, and Jaylen Brown's hanging from the rim. Now, as for the rest of the team, you got Tatum, who averages about 29 points per game, 10 boards, 6 assists, 1.2 steals. This man just does so much. If you want to hear me glaze Tatum a little bit, I made a whole video about him. You can go check that out. But he shoots 46% from the field, 37% from 3 on 10.2 attempts per game. And he's pretty much the engine that makes this whole Celtics team run. He leads the team in points, rebounds, and assists. Truly a superstar there. He averages more assists than all of these guys, and they're all the guards on this team. 5.7 assists per game for him. And really, he is used as the point guard versus any of those other guys when he is on the court, usually in that trailing spot at the top of the key. But he is 37% on three-pointers on 10.2 attempts versus 56% on two-pointers on 10 attempts. Now, yes, that is about the same expected shooting efficiency, but still, I'd like to see him get downhill a little bit more. He is 6'9", 210. I'd like to see him use that to his advantage more often. But anyways, if you are enjoying today's video at any point, make sure to the like button. Leave me a comment down below and hit that subscribe button. As you can see here, a large majority of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. If that is you, go ahead and fix that right now. Also, go ahead and check out our football channel as well. It'll be greatly appreciated. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get back to the video, looking at the other guys on this squad, starting with Pingus himself, who averages 19.4 points a game, 7.4 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and 1 steal to go with 1.6 blocks a night, shooting 48% from the field and 33% from 3 on 6 attempts. Last year, he shot 38% from 3, so we're expecting that to continue to be the same there as he gets back from that injury that he missed the first half of the season with. Now, as for his rim protection, he's really the best that the Celtics have. Yes, Al Horford can protect the rim a little bit, but he's pretty old at this point in his career. Give me that James Harden. He is also the lob threat for the Celtics. Brown getting downhill right here up top. We talked about Jaylen Brown is so good getting downhill, makes the easy reads, makes the lobs. Great board there going up for the layup. He's also a mismatch. He is the mismatch nightmare for teams trying to guard the Celtics because you got to match up with Tatum, Brown first and foremost, and then to have to worry about this 7'3" unicorn that does stuff like that. It's an issue. They also have the two guards with Derek White, with Drew Holiday, as we talked about earlier. Now, Drew averages about 12.2 points a game, 4.3 boards, 3.7 assists. In what has really been a down year, he is getting up there in age, but he did just sign that contract extension, so we'll see what happens there. But 32% from 3 on 5 attempts is not good whatsoever. Remember, he was 42% from 3 last year for the Celtics and was obviously just such a great defender down the stretch of games. And then you have Derek White, 17 points a game, 4.7 rebounds, 4.7 assists, and 1 steal and a block per game. Dude is a monster, right? He is the closest thing we have to a prime Klay Thompson in today's NBA. 45% shooting from the field, 39% from 3 on 6 attempts. Ridiculous getting to a spot right here. A tough little mid-range. And then you can't leave him open. Hair trigger release, and it's going in. You also got to worry about the bench when you're talking about the Celtics. Long story short, even though the Celtics are playing bad right now, they're still the NBA championship favorites. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. We're looking for about 200 likes on today's video, so if you could help us out, that'd be greatly appreciated. And with all that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.